Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Logan, you started the show. I'm so proud of you, bro.
I know. I pressed the button. It's exciting.
Ah,
It's a nice change.
no one's here anyway, so it's fine.
I know. But and you weren't here. It was just me by myself
that
sitting
would have been
quietly.
scary.
It's such a rare occasion. Quiet. Oh.
Hey, you been, man?
It's good.
Oh, that seems like a lie, but we'll address that in a moment.
Let's not break into some sort of emotional, rabbit hole.
We will.
We'll
We'll just give it like 30 seconds. Let me introduce
Shut up,
the show
man.
first.
I can handle it.
Hey, let me just.
Let me swallow that down and suck those tears back up into the duct. like the guy from
I've seen
Chance of Meatballs. Gladiator Chance of Meatballs.
Yeah,
like,
but I feel like I've seen it recently too.
Yeah, maybe. There's been a lot of Chuck Norris stuff going around.
Yeah.
Could have been that.
Could be.
Speaking of Chuck Norris, how you go, Brad?
I'm good, man. Thank you. My brain got stuck. I was like, I was going to do something for the show right now. What was it? It was introducing the episode, Logan.
Yeah,
we're nearly 2 minutes in. Hey, everybody, welcome back to episode 68 of Read This Way. The not so favorite number, but it's pretty close.
I'm sure we could do something with it, right?
Oh, yeah. We'll make it a sexy episode.
Yeah.
I think it's actually 1 week before Scott Pilgrim comes out.
Oh, yeah, it is too.
I think that's early November. I think it might be out the following Friday, actually.
Yeah. Do excuse me because I forgot that it was coming out.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited.
I'm so horribly distracted by Captain Laserhawk at the moment that just hasn't been on my mind. And I know you haven't watched it, even though I've sent you links and I've
sent me.
You to watch it. I've told you to watch it. I've told you to watch it. It's
on the list.
That should be it honestly should be at the very top of your list at the moment because it's a lot of fun.
Guess what I purchased the other when was it? Time is ethereal. The other day. I don't remember when it was.
Look, I'm going to go with our theme. I'm going to say lubricant. You said it was sexy theme.
Oh, no, that's next week is sexy theme.
Ah, sorry.
Because it's episode 69.
I got confused.
So
clearly not
lubricant. No. It wasn't. I mean, it's lubricant inducing. Tears are a lubricant for your eyeballs. That's what they're.
I guess it is.
It makes you cry. Ooh. Yeah, maybe. Oyasumi Pun Pun. I got the first thick boy volume.
You delved in.
Dude, so pretty. Holy shit! It is one of the best looking things I've seen ever.
Really?
It's not. It's really good. It's not. I am overhyping just a smidge, but it's really nice.
Because every time I see the art for it, I'm just like, eh. But that might be just the advertising sort of materials and stuff like that. He's
such a good, like, the way that he conveys emotion. And hang on, let me see if I can
give me some pun pun.
Oh, I'll give you some pun pun.
I know you will. This is turning into the sexy episode already.
So, hang on, let me find a page that's.
On a side note,
Shoot.
Well, Brad's
Yeah.
related materials. There was Akira Toriyama came out with a bit of a press release about some new Dragon Ball content. A trailer was dropped, and
really?
Yeah, it appears to be anime only. It's an original work. Placed. People are guessing where it's placed, but they believe it's placed somewhere either before or after the Boo incident. So it's way back, and it's a
whoops! I forgot to draw this.
It's a side story that expands the universe. So I really don't know how much it's going to relate to the actual characters.
Interesting.
Except, I mean, like the main cast. I feel like it might be. I can't remember if I saw much of the main cast in the trailer. And it runs for a solid 3 minutes. It's a decent sized trailer. All traditional. A little bit of 3D.
Why didn't you share this to me?
I just assumed you would have seen it. I did.
Okay. I thought you were gonna be like, I did actually. Yeah, no, I didn't see the trailer. I saw a Twitter post. I think Oliver Toriyama mentioning something, but I was like busy, so I didn't read the full thing.
Absolutely
like,
disgraceful me. This is
more Dragon Ball.
This news came to me via my son. He's got the finger on the pulse more than I do at the moment.
It's a proud dad moment right there.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a drop there. Like, I'm happy with that.
Good.
But I mean, news-wise, it just hasn't been. It's been, the whole new season's dropped of anime, and nobody's really
we're gonna try something different this time around. Because neither of us are up to date with the news. We're gonna live react to it. Yeah, boy.
Live react to the news.
So we got starting us off. We got Sakamoto Days. Will be getting the lead color page as well as the cover in next.
Nice.
So we just got 47. So not next week's. All right. Yeah. No, not next week's, but the weeks after. I think
it's the guy who dies.
That's volume 14 cover.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah. I really like him. He was one of my favorites.
He was a bit of a dude.
Dr. Stone is getting a 3-chapter spin-off done by the same duo that did Dr. Stone.
They're feeling the itch again.
Logan just specifically the 2 people that did Dr. Stone.
Oh my god, there's 2 people? I thought it was only 1. Oh, I am dumbfounded by this revelation. My gosh, please educate me on what happened here.
Fuck.
How did I miss this?
Thanks, man. Much appreciated. Cool. Yeah. I was dirty at Logan because he revealed to me off screen a minute before we went live that he didn't realize that Dr. Stone was done by Boichi and Riichiro Inagaki.
Yeah, I thought Boichi just did everything because he's done everything in the past.
Yeah,
and he's kind of just the name that comes up all the time.
Yeah, it's because
you don't really hear Riichiro's name that often.
It's even above Boichi, bro.
I know, but it's all in Japanese, so I don't. I can't read that, man.
See, it's right there.
Yeah, it's there every time. And you wonder why I didn't notice.
Yeah, well, he did. He went from Sunken Rock to this, right? So, like,
yeah,
I do understand. Yeah, no, I thought that was common knowledge.
Okay.
But Boichi did do the prequel by himself.
Okay.
The prequel's kind of a retcon, but also apparently standalone. I don't know, man. It's weird. it wasn't it wasn't tied in at all, and I'm like, but why not?
So wait, it what?
Well, the prequel is tied in, but it's not
directly to the story.
It's not technically canon. It's like, why? What was the point?
Well, it isn't.
No, canon, it's a standalone branching. It's so weird, man. I don't understand why they did it if they were like not going to make it canon.
So is it alternate story?
Yeah, but it's a like a one shot.
That's so confusing.
You think? Boichi.
I don't like it.
It was a really good really good story though. Yeah. I was mad that they didn't do a tie-in. Like, it's titled Dr. Stone Reboot.
Okay.
See?
But it doesn't take place in the normal universe?
Well, it takes place around...
Isn't it about his dad?
About his dad, yeah. So there's 9 chapters to it. It's all
I
set
thought it was just like a prequel.
Well, yeah, it is. But then they never tied it in. I don't.
Well, it is tied in, but they just don't talk about it because it's none of the people that were in that story are in the next story.
All right, hang on. Yes, and
why? Thank you.
Going in
for your details.
You don't. So specifically, they even because they go to space.
If anybody hasn't read this,
hang on. Well, yeah.
Sorry, I had.
So yeah. There's an AI on the space station that should arguably still. There's events that take place in the prequel reboot manga thing that should take place in the main story once they go to space.
That would have drastically changed the story in some way?
Nah, but it would have been a nice little nod. Especially because this came out before the ending.
So much.
No, but the prequel made me cry, man.
I know, but you got to remember the space station's still been up there for how long? Yeah, hundreds of years.
I honestly I can't remember what happens in the.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Anyway, back to live reaction of news.
All right.
Remember that's where we were.
Yeah. And in the same vein, my neighbor Robico has Dr. Stone inspired cover.
Oh, there you go.
Now this, dude, have you heard of this? Because this looks awesome.
Share.
Is it? Am I sharing onto the right screen?
No.
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Zuki.
I like it. Do you want to read it out loud?
Gakuji Yufu. What a horrible name. Likes listening to Western rap. And their favorite series are Level E, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Apocalypse Zero. Their entry brings us cool action filled with blood, with the main character who's always on the brink of death. Okay.
I know. I think it looks cool.
Okay. To me, it feels a little try hard.
Yeah.
But sorry. Just art looks nice. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
That's all I'm judging it on.
Cool. Looks cool. And what issue 47? What is that? Are they dropping that in Plus or are they? Got to be. Anyway, so there'll be. Wait, is this a series we just don't get?
Maybe
Getting a color page in issue 47. So either it's brand new, or we're just not getting it at the moment.
Hang on.
I asked you about something we have no idea about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
What? Ooh, Burn the Witch news.
I'm still panicking. I can't find.
Then don't worry about it.
I have no idea.
We're often in scenarios where we just can't find anything about it because it's brand new. So if it's brand new, they're not going to have anything out there about it. Just we'll look into it. Hopefully it'll turn up in the next week or two. Otherwise, just tuck it away. Just in the back.
You know, it looks kind of related to Sakamoto Days because he looks like
super influenced.
Yeah. I've found a lot of comments and people asking whether or not he was an assistant under Suzuki from Sakamoto Days. So maybe.
Maybe. I don't think so, but it's got a vibe. Dude wearing a suit and
I know.
And slippers or sandals. It's just holding on an umbrella, implying it's going to rain. That throws me off.
Yeah, it might be a new series. I'm not really sure.
We'll find out. We will find out.
Oh.
Which
watch?
Sounds like he's found out.
At Jump Festa.
What? With what?
Which watch anime Jump Festa.
Maybe. Oh, nice. I'm kind of excited to see the anime.
Yeah, it'd be good.
I think it's going to translate a lot better.
I think so too.
That comedy romance kind of vibe, I think it's going to translate better. You and I
polar opposites. It's reached almost 1 million copies in circulation with only 5 volumes.
And you know what? I did read the first couple of chapters of that, and it is a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
I remember you saying. I never got around to checking it out.
I know it's a pretty standard rom-com, but it's just fun.
I love rom-coms, bro.
Yeah, well then read it.
I don't know. It needs to have a good hook.
Bastard.
I am so lazy and
you're
so
not.
obsessed with the Wheel of Time.
Yes, you are.
Book 9, everybody.
I'm to talk to you right now because every time I send you a message, it takes like 3 days to get an answer because I know you're listening to the Wheel of Time.
That and depression.
No,
a little bit both.
A tiny what do we got? Yokozuna family? Is that no? It's me.
So Mission Yazakura family's mangaka Hitsuji Gondaria has drawn this illustration here to thank Hotomune Surun for Mitama Security, which is this one. For his congratulations on Yozakura's 4th anniversary. Both. Oops. I hit the wrong button.
4th? Yes. No.
That's cute. Both mangaka launched their series together in 2019, and Surun is currently working on Service Wars.
4 years.
Yeah. That blow your mind, bro?
Yeah, it does a little bit because I remember reading the first few chapters of it and then forgetting to continue reading it.
4 years ago, Holmes.
That's how long it's been since I last read it. Oh, that blows my mind a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
So we got some Jump Plus covers. We got Even If You Slip My Mouth, Volume 10, Kindergarten Wars, Volume 6.
Nice to see it catching on.
You and I Are Polar Opposites, Volume 5, and The Edgelord himself, Tokyo Underworld, my bad, Volume 5.
Still banging along. Clearly,
Yeah, I kind of
it's
catch. It was dumb, like slasher, last girl sort of vibes. It was fun. It was dumb. I really
fun and
enjoyed
dumb.
it.
We like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it gonna? No, it's not gonna let me go to the next one. Rude. You got Shippitarian, Volume 2.
Are you all up to date with this?
Maybe. I'm after the one after
The snake guy.
Oh, maybe I haven't.
Oh no. And then
Hang
you're
on.
far, far behind, my friend.
For real?
No, you're like 2 chapters behind.
2?
Yeah. Yeah.
The after the mum reveal, I'm a chapter after that, I think.
Oh man, you're like 4 chapters behind then.
No way.
Maybe 5.
I meant to check that.
Yeah.
3.
Oh, things have gotten so good. The girlfriend's something else.
Yeah, that they were leading up to that.
Yeah.
And I remembered the other day, I was like, man, I feel like I haven't read a Shippitarian chapter for a little while.
It's one of those ones I regularly check for to see if it's dropped or not.
Well, because this was meant to be our spooky episode, because next week's our sexy episode, which is the day after Halloween.
Yeah,
so
gonna be
that's why I figured this week would be our spooky episode.
Sexy zombie. Isn't that how you meant to dress up?
No, slutty zombie, dude.
Slutty zombie, sorry.
Get it right.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I was gonna talk to you about this. Turns out I'm like 3 chapters behind. It's the only manga that's serializing that isn't Junji Ito that I could possibly give like that thriller horror vibe to.
It's
the only one that I could think
of.
Anyway.
I don't put this in the thriller category. I put it in that unease category. So that's
what thriller does. That's what thriller is. Gives you the unease.
Thriller was meant to be edge of seats, keep you intrigued, kind of pulling you along. Not that, I feel a little bit uncomfortable reading this. Squirming in my chair kind of vibe.
You can do both.
I think it's a very, very unique story and a very unusual tale. And for something to be floating around in this current, environment we have, it's a rare thing.
It's bizarre and it's really uncanny.
Yeah.
Probably the right word I'm after.
Considering the multiplicity of the characters and the amount of body horror that they're starting to throw in there, it's
I was about to say, is there much that has changed since in the last 3 chapters?
Since the introduction of the mum, there's been a little bit more information about some form of experimentation and some sort of drug and some sort of powers involved. So there seems to be initially it started out like it was some sort of bizarre like phenomena, but now it's starting to spin into something like a failed experiment of sorts that's latched on to a memory or an ideal. So it's weird.
I'm gonna have to catch up.
It's the right kind of weird though, like the proper weird.
It is on Jump Plus. You do need a subscription to read it now. However, they've got a promotion running at the moment for 1 month free. You can easily smash that out, and
easy peasy,
yeah, and get caught up to like everything else. Wow, maybe not everything.
In a month. Well, yeah, it depends on how hardcore you're gonna go.
I reckon you need at least 3 to catch up on One Piece.
Yeah, 24/7, 3 months.
Yeah, maybe not 24/7.
I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I reckon you could catch up in 3 months.
Yeah, no, but like I couldn't do it because I don't know if I could read it like for that long.
I would make you.
I know. I feel like you would put me in that like Clockwork Orange chair, and you would just put the eye drops. You'd be the guy putting the eye drops in while I'm watching the pages flip. And you'd make me read it out. You wouldn't you would, just to know that I'm reading it. I'd have to read it out loud.
You have to do voices too.
Yeah. Oh wow, did this turn out disturbing? One day they're gonna find me in one of your spare rooms, just with the playback of pages of One Piece rolling across in front of me. We laugh, but it could happen. Anyway,
I'll get Trossie to help me.
Yeah, she would.
Yeah. And we'll reenact all 1080 something chapters.
Yes.
To remember what we're up to.
Right. Next cover. What you got for me?
Beat in motion, baby.
Are you up to date?
Yes. The drama, bro. Oh,
are you getting confused reading Beat in Motion and Dan to Dan at the same time?
Why?
Because of the singing and the children friends. It's the exact same dynamic. I'm reading. I'm like, which one am I reading right now? I can't remember.
Well, there's a giant robot houseman. There's a lot of big different things going on. Sexy grandma.
I'm enjoying both series at the moment. But Beat in Motion's actually, it's really found its footing, I think. And and I think it's got some really cool vibes happening. And you're right, drama.
It was a little shaky for a little bit.
Initially, when it was kind of finding its feet and moving along.
I feel like if they concerned. But then we read that information about them already having an anime locked down because of the competition thing that they won. That kind of alleviated a lot of
that pressure of it disappearing.
Stress.
And I think it's probably relieved a lot of stress for them as well. You know, they clearly
for sure.
Over the past 4 chapters, it's really sort of pushed into the ground. And I don't know whether it's because it's shifted over to the singer's side more so, because we haven't seen animator guy for a few chapters now.
Okaeri needs to. It's not. They needed to set him up and then put him in a freaking box, because watching someone draw constantly.
Yeah, I know. That's what. Yeah, you're right. The drawing animation is just boring as hell.
Like, you can dress it up as much as you want, but it's still just going to be out.
You're just drawing the same image 30 times.
My throat just like stopped working for a second there.
That's
right. Just going to be hours of some dude just like.
Yep. No, it's, yeah, you're right. I think it's a good choice to have switched over. I did like his dynamic with these two guys.
Yeah.
I thought that was good, but as soon as they sort of dropped out, seeing him by himself was kind of depressing.
Yeah.
And I
well,
find it really uncomfortable because I feel him. Like,
yeah.
I feel where you're at, man. I know what it's like to be fighting against this, what feels like an invisible war by yourself. I get it. And you're constantly reaching out to try and grab people to see if they understand or other creatives understand. And I
Stop
think
being
he's
a
captured
poser,
that.
man.
Yeah, he's captured it really well.
Yeah.
Including the other creatives as well, because you see both
Especially
sides. You
with
see the people who are fully hardcore, and then you see the people who are more relaxed. It's a very it's a difficult thing to convey, but he's captured it pretty well. Yeah.
Next. I don't know if we've got this one, but it looks cool.
DD.
This is. It's not what I thought you said for a second. Dore Yugi DD.
No,
This
we
is volume
definitely
2.
don't have that.
Yeah, I feel like there's some on Jump Plus that we don't get, which sucks.
Well, I find that stupid because if we pay for it, we should get it. Yeah.
Well, that too, because we have to now, right?
Yeah.
This is Sachi's Records, Volume 1.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. So that's a demon.
Yeah, I get
that's an angel.
Okay.
Yep.
And that's a yeah.
Small child. Hang on. I can't remember what it's about, to be honest.
It looks like a pretty whimsical kind of story, so
I would say
wholesome family fun. Shenanigans ensue. If you enjoy Spy Family, this is your cup of tea.
Is it? Can you say that?
From this image, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Where the bloody hell is it? There it is. Sachi's Book of Revelation. Humanity's judgment, a process by which an angel and a demon meticulously pass judgment upon a human, and the final score determines the fate of mankind. But this time, the subject chosen is the incredibly mischievous 6-year-old elementary school student Sachi Ue. I don't know how you pronounce that. Ueno?
Yeah.
Ueno. Just how will the unconventional living arrangement of angel, demon, and human shape the future of humanity? I read that as he's a human shape.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly how I read it. And a human shape. Why did I stop there?
Yeah, I was like, yeah. Oh no, it has been going for a little bit.
It's got a couple of chapters. Looks goofy.
It does.
Looks a little goofy.
I get more my neighbor Roboco vibes from this.
But if you scroll down a little bit, right? If you look at the artwork, it's kind of giving me a little bit of Fujimoto vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like those first couple of images up the top there.
Yeah. I can
like number 2, the title, it just looks a little bit Fujimoto. You know. I don't know.
Got more? I've got more. There's so many. I don't think we get this one either. This is Ban O.
Dude, are you just gonna keep showing us stuff we can't get?
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot. That's all right. Actually, hang on. Here we go.
Come on.
Blam.
Nice.
Wild
Okay.
strawberries.
I may or may not be up to date. When was the last time this came out? Was it last week? Strawberry.
Why aren't you up to date with this? Oops, if I can spell.
20th. So yeah, last week.
Yes. Bi-weekly?
I'm a chapter behind.
Have you read this one, actually?
No. What is that?
This is Makane and the Sea Woman. I really want to. It's one of the ones that I want to have a look at because the art for it looks gorgeous.
Now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, I've seen the title pictures for that in Plus.
Yeah, it's the this one.
Yeah,
it looks pretty as heck, man.
It looks interesting, indeed.
Yeah, and it's been going for just a little bit longer than the previous one. So the Spider-Man Octopus Girl cover has been dropped as well. I actually don't think we're getting this either. I forgot about it, to be honest.
It'll be distributed by Marvel though, so we probably won't get it in the Jump Plus app. Yeah. No, Marvel will be distributing it print style.
That would make sense
here in the English-speaking world, I imagine.
Jumps Plus coming. Should be Jumps Plus.
This is right. We should be getting what they say that we're getting. You know.
Anyway, Ben the Witch 0.8.
Ben the Witch. Yeah.
So,
bring it on. Okay.
Prequel adaptation.
Okay, I'm so confused.
So, what?
Yeah, I don't. So the prequel adaptation of the series? So that what are they going to drop a single episode that leads into the old episode, so they can do the new episodes of the new series?
Sure.
I'm assuming that, just to tie things in.
I don't know, man.
I'm still confused by how it's in the Bleach world, but that doesn't matter.
It makes sense.
Okay. You tell me.
With the deep lore of hey Trossie. I'm sorry. We got I missed because I was looking at the other stuff. I'm not entirely sure what you were confused about. So
I would probably be thinking that it would be referring to the tying me to a chair and watching or reading One Piece.
It was only 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That was ages ago, bro.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Ooh. Time's not real. Remember?
No. That's right. It's constructed.
Yeah. Anyway, with the deep lore of Bleach, it makes sense.
They can do whatever they want.
Essentially, yeah. And I haven't even invested the time into Burn the Witch yet, and I know that it can work.
Okay. Cool. There are witches and dragons.
Yeah, that's about as much as I know. Would you recommend watching or reading?
Both, because they're different.
Oh, good. Like completely.
And I don't mean like completely different. They're just slightly different.
Okay.
The manga was clearly done as a one shot, whereas the anime feels a lot more open to they've extended the world a little bit more. They've gone, this is going to be a thing. We're going to open it up a little bit more.
Okay.
And it's got some really beautiful animation in it. for such a limited series.
So, is there actually a second series or are you speculating?
Well, considering that they're doing this, and
Well, yeah, I
I
mean,
imagine
again, it could just be a weird one-off.
no, I don't think it will be.
You say that.
Not with this guy.
No.
This guy doesn't sleep on anything. He's going to jump straight onto it.
Which guy?
What's his name?
TK?
That guy.
Cooper?
Tite. Tite. Could. What's his name?
Oh,
again?
no, we can't show that.
Don't show video.
Ooh.
Oh, they've actually got a trailer. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will link that to the peoples. Give me a second.
Link it.
Oh, bro. My Hero Academia is just banger after banger at the moment.
So I did read the latest chapter. Just because I ran out of stuff to read, and I didn't have the Wheel of Time to listen to, so I just read more. So yeah, I consumed that to see what was going on, and it's still bangers, man. It's going nuts. It's still the same fight. It's the same fight that I read like 10 chapters ago, but it's looks great.
It's on a big scale, and they're like bouncing around.
I know, but this is one of those comics that's going to play so well once it's all hit the ground.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Reading it back to back from start to finish is going to be something else.
Yeah. Let me just quickly check because it is trending at the moment. Yeah, that's definitely spoilers. I am not showing any of that.
Do it, man. Drop it.
I'm gonna stop looking at that because that's what an amazing sorry, I was just trying to remember how the last chapter finished because I read the leaks for that on Friday last week.
Why are you reading the leaks, man? Be patient.
No. You expect me to read as much as I'm reading, and I didn't even get to read Mama Yu this week because I ran out of time because Wheel of Time and all the other manga that I'm reading.
I bet you haven't read any Tsubame either.
So
you're looking like
Kill Blue Volume 2 cover.
Okay. It's a stupid guy with the pacifier. Why?
He's
why I stopped reading.
I didn't get past chapter 1. This is the volume cover for the thank you, volume 14.
Nice.
And those are some nice knuckle dusters.
Yeah.
Ooh! Jump Giga Autumn lineup. Cool. That doesn't really mean anything.
That's because we don't get it. So,
yeah, but we do sometimes get stuff from it.
Yeah, in Tankaban format.
And sometimes in one shot, like one-off releases. It's not very often, but yeah, I know.
Not often enough. I want weird finger grab.
Hang on, there we go.
That looks cool. That's interesting.
Ooh,
nice.
Yeah, okay.
Dragon dude.
News of news. Oh, hang on. Is this more information?
Nope, just more pictures of stuff we can't have.
No, I think this is what's actually in the magazine, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh. Well, I was wondering whether or not this was going to have Black Clover, but I think that might be the next Jump Giga. Just quickly
Probably
looking
still
and
just
seeing.
easing through it.
I'm not recognizing any of the names either, so. Oh yeah, there you go. After this issue, one more month. Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, interesting
I'm
whether or
glad
not
that he's
we
taking a
actually
little bit
get
of
any
time.
of that. Oh, for sure.
Mm.
That's all the Jump Giga stuff, Jump Festa information, but so there's going to be Witch Watch, Sakamoto Days, and Magalumiya Co. Information.
So, have you tried reading Magilumia?
No, not yet.
Every time I go to read it, it's just like people talking in an office. So I'm just like, I can't read this.
I love it.
It's just, I'm not interested. But apparently, it's pretty popular.
Mission Yozakura families getting lead color page.
Once again, I'll say I'll catch up with it one day.
Maybe we will. Maybe we will.
New
No,
Age
Exorcist is
issue 47
actually
of the
yeah, of the magazine. Yeah,
of the magazine. Yeah,
I like this. This is good.
yeah.
May consider picking it up. I really like that cover.
Pretty goofy. It's pretty goofy, and the art's still pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna wait for the anime.
This guy right here, is my favorite character in Jujutsu Kaisen, and he's about to steal the show. 100%, not gonna lie.
This late in the game?
Yeah.
That's good.
25th. One Piece TV anime has launched Anytime One Piece, a live stream project to broadcast the latest episodes of the series 24 hours a day and 365 days of the year. What? Why?
Because people are obsessed with it.
Yes. Free ad revenue, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
Volume 107. God damn.
He'll finish it one day.
Oh, Handsome Must Die
Handsome Must
will be ending next week with chapter 20. Hopefully that was a short form.
Yeah. That was a weird little comedy, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
This one will also be ending next week in the Jump Plus app, chapter 30.
Whatever that is. Not too sure.
Actually, Jack recommended this one to me. Me and My Gangster Neighbor has ended today with chapter 34.
Okay. I never picked it up myself. Didn't intrigue me all that much.
Jack said it was good.
I'm sure it was. No, I didn't mean it like that. That's not how I meant it. That's just how you expected it was to come out. Because, I'm talking about Jack. So it's, yeah. I just, whatever.
Which one were you talking about, Trossi? Were you referring to?
It's probably like 3 hours ago.
The One Piece?
No, the One Piece channel?
Or the one of the cancelizations? I think that's kind of it for news.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just the news of
Man, I
news for Jump Festa.
can't wait for the next issue of MMA.
Oh, dude, MMA
After
is
getting the whole
killing it.
backstory, of the other guy, I'm just like, oh yes,
Bro.
special
We get.
extra chapter.
I didn't realize that we were getting one. That's so exciting.
Ooh, nice. Just to polish off the series, or to leave the door open, maybe.
No. Series is scheduled to publish this new work in November on the Jump app Plus.
Yeah, let's keep an eye out for that. So what were your standouts this week?
My Hero was pretty damn good, man.
It was tight, but it felt short. I think it's because it was so many spreads and big action. I'm just like, this felt like 5 pages.
Yeah. It's feeling like that a lot at the moment because of the nature of it being a lot of action going on.
Yeah. I feel like it's like chapters away from the end. I read that one chapter, I'm just like, ooh, this feels like it's like chapters away from the end. Look, Jack, your preference in whatever it is you enjoy, you don't need to express it so much here.
Oh god, there is serious delay with the chat. Not just with like me putting it up on the screen, but those only just came up, and you guys posted them 2 minutes ago. But I think we were talking about it another 2 minutes before that. So anyway,
anyway,
like I said,
what? What did you say?
What
did you say? You were saying.
Tell me about your big.
My big pick this week is the Magical Girl series.
Oh,
I'm
really?
going to talk about this goddamn thing because it's starting to blow me away a little bit.
It's not this.
I wasn't expecting something so unusual.
Tell us about it.
It's okay. So Magical Girl Tsubame is it's a Magical Girl series, but it's in the vein of all the really obscure, weird ones. So it's done by the mangaka from which I never actually picked up. It didn't intrigue me all that much. Yeah. And the art style is actually quite different. So it's I'm assuming Jack's talking about something else.
He could very well be talking about the thing that you insulted him about.
Yeah.
My gangster neighbor. That.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. That was like 1,000 years ago. So this is like a really like it's weird. It's a little bit psychological. Everything about the series is slightly askew. The characters look very doll-like in their presence, and the world that they live in feels very much like it's encapsulated inside someone's mind. I feel like it's like a world within a world.
That girl's face creeps me out every goddamn time I see it.
They've got the Splatoon feel.
Oh yeah,
a little, just a little.
I know what you mean.
And you're referring to the one, with the shark teeth. She's got shark teeth.
Yeah.
But they're all weird and quirky characters.
It's like they've got 5 heads and their eyes are like way too low.
And It's like their heads are 3 times wider than they should be, and
Yeah.
yeah.
It's odd.
Yeah.
I like the style, but it's really uncanny
But
valley.
it suits the story really well because it's weird.
Also, the whole sky thing. I've only read the first chapter, and I will be continuing. But it was fucking weird, man.
Yeah, they're laying some pretty heavy lore in regards to like the 7 deadly sins and what
Oh,
the hearts
okay.
actually means, and all that sort of stuff. So this event that's happening right now is these hearts drop down from the sky, and then they drop these light beams down on the people, and then the people that get hit by the light beams turn crazy, right?
Yeah. It's
But
almost like a
each one of the
28 days almost.
yeah, kind of, I guess. But these hearts have different colors, and the color relates to the sin. So this, in this
Oh,
case,
this
the light that hit this
wrath.
bus was red. So it was, yeah, wrath. So everybody went crazy and violent and started trying to kill each other. There was another one that happens a couple of chapters later that's green, which is sloth, and it makes everybody's will for life
What?
just stop. Yeah, and they want to
No,
commit suicide.
hang on. Why is green sloth and not
I know, instead of
envy?
envy. I don't know. They just chose to do that. Maybe it's too predictable.
I mm, mm, I kind of
And
both
maybe
love
maybe
that
green with
and hate
envy.
it.
Maybe green with envy is an English terminology, and it's
Could
just
be,
something
yeah,
that I don't care about.
maybe.
So yeah, you get all these weird, crazy little faces, and their pupils are made out of hearts um, and stuff like that. And it extends into magical girls not being your stock standard magical girl sort of environment. They're created in different ways. So
Okay.
she's given the power to become a magical girl by this other girl,
Yeah.
but the other girl was not registered as someone who is a magical girl because the people who create magical girls actually create like androids that become magical girls to defeat these hearts. Yeah, I know. I told you it's weird as shit. So
Right.
it gets really complex really quick.
So she's
But
so all the other
every
magical girls are androids except she's not?
no, well, they don't know about this girl with the glasses because they don't. She disappears after this chapter.
Yeah, she just pieces out.
Yeah, she just I'm out, and that's her power. It's just to yell words and it destroys
Yeah.
things. It's such a cool,
Wait, really?
such a cool. Yes, that's her power. It's so funny.
Cool.
Yeah, everything is so weird, and they're
And then she
and
coughs up blood. Like, does she do that all the time?
no, it's in reference to her using her power for the first time. It like
Oh, okay.
makes her throat raw and stuff. And I didn't notice it in the first chapter because it's not framed very well. But they got these arrows through their heads that have like words, expressions on one side, and then a heart on the other. And in the most recent chapter, they explain that the heart on the one side is removable and you can plug it into the USB port on a computer and extract the data. Just like,
What?
what? What? Excuse me? It's fantastically weird.
Okay.
It's up my alley, man. I love this kind of thing. These really, really bizarre, off the planet, unhinged. And the great thing is all the characters just take it on the chin. They're just like, yeah, it is what it is. And they just keep rolling. They're just like, oh, by the way, there's this big giant corporation that kidnaps girls and turns them into androids and brainwashes them. Oh, okay. And they just take it as it is.
Wouldn't they be cyborgs?
Maybe. I guess they would, because they'd have a little
Yeah.
bit of meaty in there.
Yeah, right.
It's got to have a little bit of meat. Yeah. But that's, semantics, man. Anyway, if you enjoy weird shit, read it. Definitely. So tell me, did you enjoy watching it?
Oh no, I'm gonna talk about Oyasumi Punpun.
Oh, you want to talk about Pun Pun first? You don't want to palate cleanse afterwards?
No, we'll palate cleanse. Yeah, we'll palate cleanse afterwards.
It's a reverse palate cleanse.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, oops. Zoomed in real far.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. The art is gorgeous, except for Punpun, but that's intentional because it's the whole
internal representation of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the vibe I'm getting. Is that
I haven't gotten too far into it yet. It's pretty good.
It's a fair wad of a comic, right? I mean, it's like 300 odd pages that volume that you got, right?
Something like that. Hang on, let me tell you.
Big, thick thing.
Yeah, she is.
It's like 3 tankobons in one.
Stock for the paper is really nice. I don't know what that means.
Oh, I don't know. Covers are gorgeous.
I don't know what that says about me, but
you're one of those people that are like, just rub it against the cheek and just like, oh, yeah.
Smells nice. Feels really good in your fingers, in your meat hooks.
It's got that old school kind of newspaper vibe to it.
Yeah. No, kind of. I don't know if I agree with that.
No.
Whatever,
man.
I mean, I suppose that now that I'm thinking about it, I mainly do just touch the cover. It's got a nice soft finish to it as well.
The cover's got one of those soft, finished covers.
How many is there?
There's a few.
If I made an investment, oh no, there's only 7 volumes.
Yeah, 7 volumes of those big bastards, though.
Yeah, dick.
So if you times that by 3, so what is it, 21?
No, it's actually 430 pages.
So that's a few more tanks then. So it's 4 tanks in one. It's 4 tanks in one. So 4 by 7. So you're getting 28. Yeah, 28. Yeah, that's a good size. I like that.
Okay, size. So there's 13 volumes, but yeah, the ones that are circulating at the moment are like the big, thick boys.
Yeah.
I like the size of it too. They're nice. It's not like the traditional size.
Isn't it? Oh yeah, it's a little bit bigger, isn't it? Is it their SIG? The SIG size? Signature stuff? Or is it a little bit smaller?
I'd have to compare.
Compare sizes. Let's do that.
It might actually be a little bit bigger.
I wouldn't have thought so. I have seen them in person.
But I feel like it's more the depth that gives it an appearance of it being a much larger book. I think you're right. I think it's the Viz signature tongue size.
It probably looks very similar to the Drifting Classroom books that are floating around. I don't seen those. No, probably not. They're also big bastards.
Goodbye Eri has also hit physical editions in my area.
I'm gonna have to order one.
I'm gonna have to get myself one as well. Let's quickly talk about Reign of the Seven Spellblades.
Yeah. I thought you were having trouble saying it then. Just like
I caught a burp and you're welcome.
So you watched the episode that I watched last week?
Yeah. Well, next week we will be on the same episode.
Because I'm not going to watch next week. I'm going to leave that to you.
Because you watched it this week.
Yeah, I did. Which means I've seen the conclusion to the episode that you're currently sitting on.
This is the thing about Reign of Seven Spellblades, man. It could have been a really good series if they focused on different things.
There's a lot of things they could have done better.
They didn't need to do anything in the school. They could have just gone in the labyrinth.
Yes. I feel like that maybe they could have spent the first half of the season in the school and then the second half in the labyrinth.
Well, that's kind of what they're doing, right?
No, not really, because they went into the labyrinth in the first part, and they keep dipping in and out. They keep going in there and coming out.
They kept dipping the toe.
Yeah.
Have we got all the episodes yet, or is it still ongoing?
No, I think this half of the season's capped off.
That's a weird amount. Yeah, there's only like 15 episodes.
Yeah. How did you find the animation in this episode?
Hilarious, because I watched it on ×2 speed again. But it wasn't too bad.
This is the thing. So when I watched this episode, I was like, "Oh, you've picked up the pace a little bit. There's some stuff going on. There's some progression going on." But they still stopped and had full conversations mid-fight, and they still, had really tacky dialogue between each other.
Yeah.
I feel like the writing is probably the biggest letdown to this series. And then after that is the laziness of the animation is really caught on now. So this next episode that I've watched, it's gotten real lazy. Yeah. Watching it 2 times probably then takes it to the actual animation speed that they should have done it at.
Oh, that's kind of weird and gross.
Like they just haven't put enough frames in.
So the episode I watched was with the werewolf, and I was lost, man. I that's why I thought I was watching the correct episode for our episode.
Yeah.
But I was watching, I'm like, what is going on? I'm like trying to piece it together. I'm like, I've only got like 20 minutes to cram this episode in. And I'm like, I think this is the episode that we're meant to be watching, because I've got no clue. I've got no idea what the blonde chick's beef is with the other blonde chick. I don't know what they're talking about. Returning to the labyrinth with the troll. I felt like I was.
Yeah, the troll becomes a thing again, and then this rando guy turns up. Where did the guy come from? The guy with the black and the red hair. He wasn't in it earlier.
Black and red hair.
The
one that he ends up fighting.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know who he is.
He just turns up. He just comes out of nowhere, and they're just like, "Hey, it's that guy."
It was like 2 people talking, and then he followed them, and then I'm like, okay, was that supposed to like mean something? Am I meant to know who that is? And then all of us are like, oh, I've heard the name before, and I'm like, okay. Who are you, man?
It felt so like just cobbled together for no reason, and they tried to extract emotion from it, over the next 2 episodes, right? So the one that you just watched and then the one I watched, they've tried to extract some sort of emotion through it, and I'm like, we've just been introduced to this guy. I don't give a shit if he gets split in half and eaten by a monster. I really don't care. It doesn't matter.
Hey, Nikki.
So they've done a really poor job with trying to give to be honest, any of them could die, and I honestly wouldn't care, because they haven't done any
I want
work on
Oliver to die
establishing.
because that would give so much character growth, and that would make me happy.
I feel like that would give a lot of character growth, and you're right. I think Oliver being killed by like one of the headmasters would be great. That would really, yeah, spark some fire, but it's not going to happen.
No,
Because they're not. It's too safe. The series is too safe.
Shit.
Yeah, because they've taken a series that should have been MA and they've made it PG.
If that.
Yeah, G. It's G rated. It's for 10-year-olds.
It's just disappointing.
I think that's probably the best word to describe it, because you can, unlike Cheat Skill, where we could just outright hate it because the whole idea and the whole story was terrible and all the characters were just terrible. This feels like it actually, like they grabbed onto something and they were like, okay, we've got this cool concept, we've got this idea, that let's carry through with it, and then just fucking tripped over on the way out. They had their big bowl of fruit salad and they tripped over, and now it's just all over the floor. And they're vacuuming it up with a
into it, and they got glass in them,
and it's getting all mushed up into the motor, and inside it's a mess everywhere, and it's
bleeding out all over the floor.
Yes. Oh no, it's just done. It's real.
And then they get slapped with a cease and desist from Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers? Yeah, Warner Brothers owns Harry Potter, right?
Yeah. They've disowned. What's her name? We own the rights to this series now. It's ours.
JK.
Well, you can have some of the pie, JK.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna have to finish up for this episode. However, before we do, just a quick word from our sponsor today, Logan. Who is our sponsor?
Me and you and everybody involved in Halftone Productions' new title, Lady of the Swamp. Which you're going to bring up. There we go. I thought you were going to let me down then.
Nah, never.
Never. So Kickstarter kicking off in not 36 days, just in a few days, in a matter of fact.
I don't know why it does that. It's 6 days, actually.
6 days. No, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I got some work to do.
Tuesday next week we'll be going live. And we're looking to raise, is it $5,000?
$5,000. $5,000 to get this bad boy off the ground. And it's not going to be a small comic. This is going to be a beast. It's going to be a graphic novel of glorious proportions. And Brad, you've looked at the work I've been producing for this. What do you think so far?
Excited, man. Is Kieran going to allow me to share some pages? I'm looking. Nah. All right. Cool.
Not yet.
Thanks, not boss. Honestly though, I'm really excited. Probably. I was gonna say more so than Kieran, but he's pretty invested at this point.
That guy is on fire. He wants this to happen so bad. But we all do, to be honest. We're pretty ecstatic with how everything's turning out. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm itching to get my hands on some of those pages and start lettering, but I'm sure that we're gonna have chats with the boss man about that tonight, probably. Which is why he's telling me to hurry it up.
Wrap it
up. So yeah, that's us for this week, episode 68 of Read This Way. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share us around to your friends, family, Ladies in the Swamp, and check out Lady of the Swamp over on Kickstarter to get notified on our launch on Tuesday next week, October 31st, the spooky day, Halloween's. I've been Brad.
I've been Logan.
We've been Read This Way. Catch you next week for episode 69.